All you hoes, you and your mammy and your granny too. I'm sick of this shit. All you hoes don't give a damn what you wanna do.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Must reign.
Yes. Wait, mic working? Oh yeah. Yes. Welcome, guys. Welcome again to another edition, another stream of the podcast here on the Chaos Rain Show. I am Chaos Rain. And give me one moment, guys, as I'm trying to check my backlogs a little bit. Wait, I gotta make sure everything's working. It looks like everything's working. See, my mic's working. Oh, okay, all right, we good. Yeah. Well, what we have here. You see the thumbnail. You see the title. Need I say more? Need I say more? And one thing interesting about all this, before I begin the stream, is that there's rewards and consequence of making money either fast or making the old-fashioned way, slow and steady. But at the end of the day, wherever you do, whatever decision you make, there is what is called consequences. And one of the few things the consequence that's not been said about being an adult film actor, as long as you see the thumbnail, and she is no exception to the rule of, choosing this type of business. Personally, what I find interesting about all this, for those that don't know, I did cover something about, these ladies in regards they want a do-over and don't want people to know about their sketchy, whore-like past, whether good or bad way. And Jenna Haze, like many women, are no exception to this rule. So as we begin this stream, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you share the stream. And, subscribe to the channel. Let me see. Everything's working good. Look, everything's working good. All right. My finger's working, so. Why not? I'm going to run the details of things, give some nice little visuals of things. So here we go.
So we got an ex-corn star, Jenna Haze, crashing out. Now, the crash out is epic. Okay, but I want y'all to listen to it's going to be difficult. It's a hard listen because it's nonsense.
There is no crash out because, like many women that live the life of being the throat goat of other men, busting wide open, popping that thing, riding, and I mean riding like it's a bicycle. It's not easy work for a lot of these ladies. And as you know, the adult film business is geared and centered mostly on women. I think women in generally, because they're more the face of this business, because Without women, you don't really have a what we call a adult film star economy. I'm not sure who consumes it the most. I will still say as it stands, and I'll do a quick search, but I'm confident that men still consume most of the adult film, rather digitally or physical. They're the ones that are still driving and maintaining and keeping this so-called business going. Not really women per se. Women do spend money on watching, adult film videos, but really it's more geared towards men. So she has done this for a good lengthy of time, and throughout her, sexcapades, she wants to now become a regular woman and have what we call regular, like any other human being. But there is a trade-off to living a regular life after doing so much. I'm going to say it's going to sound unconstitutional. Dick sucking movies. So, all right, let's play more of this.
But I want y'all to listen as much as possible to what she's saying, and then we're going to break down the real problem.
Fell in love with a guy for the first time in 10 years.
Okay.
And his name is Mick, and he also goes by
Okay.
Yeah, I fell madly in love with him, and he convinced me that everything was magical.
Okay.
And then about a month or so ago, I brought up a concern, and he decided that my concern was enough to make him start treating me differently.
Okay.
I'm legitimately covered in blood right now.
Okay.
He was literally the love of my life, like the first person in my entire life that I wanted to have kids with.
Now, what do you mean by having kids, baby? Baby, you're 43, pushing on 44, because we're in 2026 right now. What babies is gonna come out your thin, occupied womb that got so much vessels, so much essence, the essence of a variety of men that are big, small, tall, short, muscular, non-muscular, even different races of men, including black men, or what they want to call Negroes. What babies that's in your future, baby, that you're seeking with this dude, that you did not really pull the plug and start having children much earlier in life? Oh, that's matter of fact, scratch back. You can't have them early in life because you start going into adult film business. And matter of fact, since we're looking at this, I'm going to see if I can find a timeline of Miss Jenna Haze. Look, I think that will lay more a foundation of this particular broadcast. So I'm gonna let this run as I look at more her background more further, because I'm not familiar with a lot of these chicks that do X-rated films for a living. Let's go.
And he continued to go out every single night with people, not tell me anything. And then I would see him following a new girl, and I would bring it up. And then all of a sudden I was the problem, right? Because I'm the problem because I'm bringing up my concerns. This is my last message. You guys won't hear from me again. I love this man with every inch that every cell that I had in my body. I love this man. And all I was asking for tonight was him to have some sort of consideration. But of course he walked away, and he locked me out of the house, and he left me on the doorstep. And I cried and I cried and I cried, and I knocked and I tried to get in. And I could hear them all laughing and having fun, and I just sat there on the doorstep crying. So yeah, by the time anybody gets this, I will be dead. I'm bleeding, and this is my last attempt at love, and I'm done. I'm so done. Like, not a single person who follows knows the abuse that I dealt with. Not a single person that follows me understands anything, and all I was asking was that my boyfriend be present with me. That's all I was asking. And he couldn't be present with me. He walked away. He left me. Okay, so before I die, I want every single person to know the abuse that I suffered from.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. My mic was muted. Damn it. Damn. My mic was muted the whole time. I got to re-say that again. I apologize, guys. I apologize. I was muted for a while. Comes with territory. So let me re-say that again. Let me say, yeah, I'm keep. All right. I'll start over. She's been in the business now roughly since 2001. At age, this is around age 21, but really, truly, she's been in business when she turned 19 years of age. And doing so, she retired 2009. That's 17 years ago. Remained career length 8 years. And she was most prominent stars of 2000s. She earned sniffing on money, awards, etc. And then later she spoke publicizing about regrets, personal struggles, and life after the industries. Case in point, she's like many of these ladies, like the Lana Rose, the Riley Reeves, the Mia Khalibs, and all these other ladies that been doing it a long time and wanted everybody to forget their so-called, to forget their adult film actress ways of them on camera performing fellatio, riding cock, all this. They want everybody, the young boys that used to play with themselves watching stuff, to the adult old geezers that want to fantasize and want to have the opportunity to get a taste of these ladies. Bottom line is, you've been doing this for too long. And what we have now seen from a lot of these ladies, that they have not really taken the ball and go home and chuck it up to the game. I said this before on the previous stream about these other lady actresses. Now I'm saying this with Jenna Haze. And one of the few things I've noticed, and I don't know if everybody knows, that have y'all noticed that these that black film or black porn star ladies never have these issues? Like literally, I'm only hearing this from the non-black women, mostly Caucasian women, having issues with their past doing this. Like literally. And I'm thinking, what more that you should be looking for, or that you offer today, that a man can't go back to your history and no one say that him having you, you're not his. And now you're not his, but every boy or any friend that associates with him, that associates with you, are gonna have problems. And the sad thing about all this, right? The real honest truth is, a lot of these women have not really taken consideration of, in my opinion, just me, guys. You're not teaching these women that wants to do this for a living or do this for a short skid for quick money the real consequence of doing a life of adult film stars, adult movies, to be actress in this business. That you're gonna be looked on, you're gonna be ridiculed, you're gonna be shamed on. As you guys watch this video, give this video a like, hype this video, leave a comment on if you follow me on this one. Being an adult film star today, it is the ultimate death sentence to any woman trying to be out here and be productive in society altogether. You're developing psychological issues as we speak, taking too much essence of variety of men. You're taking the information from the men's sack, and you're back of your throat, in your womb, and you're absorbing every DNA, every spirit, every energy from a man's seed into you, baby. And you're taking seeds from not just men of your own group, that's the same racial background. You're taking seeds from all other racial groups, from non-black men, like the Chinese, the Arabs, certain Caucasian men, and black men. Like glittery. Yeah. Oh, if you guys have any comments or any questions, you can put in a super chat. Also, keep in mind, and I've noticed this with a lot of women, especially the ones that are the Caucasian persuasion, right? Like Jenna Haze, a very petite woman. You know, she is average height, 5'3", average, around roughly 120, maybe a little under that, because this says that's what she is. Very petite woman. What do you think you're gonna get out here in these streets now that you retired from the business for the last 17 years? You've been doing it from 19 till you're around 27 years old. And if I go for your catalog, and I should do that right now, just to see your social media presence, I guarantee you have not grown really and really reform yourself from your throat goat and your what they call your cock carousel ways, personally. So I'm gonna let this video play because I just want to let that. I just had to talk because, guys, I did an interruption earlier. I apologize. I mute myself, but I think I fixed the problem. It won't happen again. So I'm gonna keep my thing on mute so I don't worry about this. Let's go.
Abuse that I have suffered. Honestly, it's ruined my life. And it's never been the same since. And it ruined everything between me and Lily. It ruined everything. And he just doesn't love me anymore. For over the last 4 hours, he just disappeared. Couldn't contact me. Couldn't talk to me. Just left me. When he knows what that means to my abandonment issues. And he just left me. So I want to say thank you so much to every one of my friends, but this is the last message you'll ever get from me. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So I fell in love with the.
Now, that was very disturbing. And there are articles that I have to look at because I got to share all this information for y'all because this is something beyond what we should learn. This should be a definite message to any woman. I don't care what racial background you are. The reward and consequence of being an adult film actress and getting this business that you pay for what you get, not what you earn. You pay for what you get. Of the real serious repercussions out here in these streets. And yes, a lot of you ladies that have OnlyFans, you're gonna suffer the same fate as well because a lot of y'all doing some naughty things. I don't care if you're showing feet. Anytime you post and put up a paywall to see anything of your body, you are no different from these chicks that's in the business. You probably maybe worse now because now you don't got a background, but you have a digital footprint nonetheless. So let's look at a few articles here and there to read in on this. And we're going to start from when it first happened. I don't know why it's still showing this. Get rid of this. I mean, it's just sickening. Very sickening. All right. So we're going to do this. And I'm only pausing the video a little bit because I want to go through these articles because these are quick. I'm not going to read all of it. I just want to lay it out here. This is the source, hip hop. Former adult actress Jenna Haze hospitalized after posting alarming bloody videos going down. Former adult film performer, mental health advocate. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. Mental health advocate. Sweetie. Sweetie. Stop it. Get some help, baby. You ladies need to get some help for real. You ladies need to get some help. For real. How are you an advocate for mental health? And if I go in your social media presence, it's saying otherwise. Like literally, it's saying otherwise, people. I'm not telling no lie. Like, if I go into the social media presence, right? Hold on. I could tell that you're still doing your thing. Anyhow, let's go into it. Jenna Haze has been hospitalized after sharing a series of, blood images, videos on social media accounts that sparked widespread concern among followers, sparking the police welfare check. The 43-year-old retired entertainer posts photos showing, blood on her hand, videos of herself coughing, spitting, etc., blah, 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 and called authorities on December 24th, 2025. So this is before Christmas Day. The last clip, she appeared, distressed and made statements out allegations of past abuse. Now, we're not sure if she's getting abuse. 9/10 out of the time, if she was really getting abuse, that says everything we need to know about the mental state of a lot of you ladies that do adult films for a living. It's not sweet. And from what I'm seeing, it don't seem like the man really responsible for hurting you all, because it was that bad, you would not even stay with him for less than a minute. Matter of fact, if he was really harming you, the army called authorities and get him locked up. But that's another story. All right. According to Los Angeles County Sheriff Department, the deputies respond to the welfare check early Wednesday morning, and the ambulance subsequently transports a female patient to the hospital for medical care. Officials have not released specific about her current condition. The unsettling post drew immediate reaction online, with fans and social media users expressing concerns and urging that she receive help. Some comment emphasized the importance of supporting those struggling with emotional distress and mental health challenges, reflecting the seriousness of which many interpret her posts. Jenna Haze first gained fame in the adult entertainment industry, where she built a successful career before retiring in 2012. No, they said she retired at 2009. See right here, this is what I don't like when people don't do no simple Google search, no background check. This article that's written right here is not accurate, because right there, they even know when she really stopped doing the actual industries, which was 3 years ago. I'm not sure where they get 2012 from. She retired from the business in 2009. So right there, there's a fault in inaccuracies in this article. Let's keep going. Since leaving the industry, she has spoken publicized about her experience and has been involved in mental health advocates, including delivering a TED Talk about the challenging performers can face during and after their careers. At the time of this writing, there has been no official updates of Haze's condition of her plans moving forward. The situation remains developing, and it's unclear whether more detail will be released by her representative or local authorities in the coming days. And there's a lifeline here which everybody should utilize if you know someone might be committing or offing himself. What's good? Oh, what's good? Oh, so let's stop sharing. Let's stop sharing. I might read the other article depending on my mood. I might not, but we'll see. Oh, and Minister, if you want to come up, let me know. Say something in the chat room. All right, let's go. Let's continue playing the video.
So the crash out was epic. Now I want y'all to understand something. First of all, she crazy. She's crazy as a loon. Okay, this one is Looney Tunes. Okay, this one is Looney Tunes from Jump Street. And it defines what I have always said about a certain kind of woman. Women who willingly are in sex work, adult stars, willingly prostitutes, things of that nature, they be broken prior to getting into those lines of work. That's why they go into them. Okay, they already be something wrong with them. Because regular women don't do this. Okay, it take a certain kind of female to bust it open in front of a camera and make a whole career out of that and all of that. This is what this chick have done. She has spent her youth making corn videos that can be found right today on any corn site. You can type her name in and it'll come right up.
Yep.
Okay. This stuff don't go nowhere as long as there's a server somewhere with this foolishness on it. It can always be brought up. Now, she is Looney Tunes. We got that part. Because she bloody, but she didn't say he made her bloody. So obviously, this is something that you have done to yourself. If he not really talking to you right now and he done locked you out of the house and you banging and bamming to get back in, you probably done broke a window. You done broke something, cut your hand. You wilding outside of the house, on the stoop, on the porch, whatever. You wilding, crying, hollering. You doing all kind of stuff. The next thing you know, you in a bathtub somewhere with your snotty red nose.
Yeah.
Snotting and crying, talking about this the last message you gonna get from me because I love this man with every. Listen, let me tell you something. Hoes is not regular women.
Well, I could say they're not regular women. They are what we consider to be useful to the male group. They're very useful. The HOE. They're very useful. And when I mean useful, they're so useful, I tell you, they will make a man smile with grace and honor and with frill. To know saying that she, like many women that devote their time, their life, their bodies to please man. Your orgasm, gentlemen, is not always for you 9 times time. These women in the business will make sure you will be satisfied in every way possible, especially some of you sick weirdos that like to get your, yeah. These women will fix you right up. They will deal with you nice. They will, what's the word, sort you out real nice. Wicked too. That's what they serve. They're not any ordinary. These are like the super sex vixens. They use their bodies to the full advantage. You might have to pay a fee, maybe, depending on the chick and how they like you. But overall, they will, indulge in all your fantasies and fulfill your desires. Case in point, you see someone will tell you in a lot of what do you call it? A lot of interviews. Yeah. They're here to fulfill your deepest desire. That's why they're here for. That's why they're known for. And that's all they serve. So they're not ordinary women yet. They are very useful to the male group. All right, let's go.
And I wish that y'all would understand that you're not regular. Okay, you're not regular. I've told you this before, that men are working with a very limited amount of respect for women in general. Men do not have natural respect for women. They have to be taught to have respect for women by other men. I've explained this before. And this is for regular women. This is for women that would be respectable and carry themselves respectably. When you are a known whore, that little piece of respect that men might carry for a woman, they no longer have that for you.
Exactly.
There's a completely different mindset with a man that's dealing with a woman that he knows is promiscuous. He knows you're a whore. He know all this stuff, and you're an ex-corn star. How many times has he beat his meat to your video? And he know men around the world have also seen you in these positions with all kind of eggplant in your mouth and every other place that you could put it. Okay. So now you call yourself got a little boyfriend. I guess you retired or whatever. And you call yourself got him as your little boyfriend. Listen, let me tell you something. That man is thinking you better thank your lucky stars that he pay you any attention beyond having sex with you. How dare you, a porn star, that any man walking down the street with a cell phone and access to the internet can pull you up to see you gagging? Okay? How dare you be concerned about who he might have had in his phone, who he might have been talking to, what chick he might have been messaging, who Instagram photo he liked, whatever he doing with another woman.
And the saddest thing about all this, in respect to Kendrick D, is that, like many women in today's society, Jenna Haze is no exception to this rule. She wants, like most women want, they want monogamy under their terms. Matter of fact, I even go even further and tell you this. Mostly all women like her, even say, because we live in America, but we're going to say in general, want to, you as a man, be the monogamous in this relationship while they engage in polyamorous behaviors and take many men. I mean, many men. Many men. Many men. Indeed. That's what they're here for. They want to engage in a lot of, intercourse with many men while you as a man be the cuck in this relationship. That's why it makes me think now, when most women that's, let's say, either in a long-term relationship or let's say marriage, when marriage becomes sexless, you go have to conclude that a lot of you men that's not getting enough from your wife, she has already made the conscious decision that she's not giving you none, but she'll give another man, and you're going to accept it. And not only you're going to accept it, but you're locked down, you're tied in. Hold on, guys. You're going to be locked in. And since you're locked in, you can't really come out of it. Because you try to come out of it, you're gonna have to pay this chick. As you guys watching it, like the stream, up the video, because like I said, this is one of them after dark editions, and this is not for the friendly viewers. The language is gonna be clean as always, but nothing's guaranteed. And if you guys want to share your thoughts, opinions, I'll put the link. I'll put the link now just for kicks. I know no one's gonna hit the link and come up and add on to this conversation. Let's continue.
You are not like other women. So you cannot demand this monogamy and this loyalty and all this kind of stuff. You're not in a position to do that. He know that. You cannot divorce yourself from this.
Cannot.
And these hoes always like to be trying to leave that stuff in the past. You can't leave that in the past, especially when you've been a public whore. When you've been a public whore, that anybody can go see your whoredom. Okay? Then you do not have the leverage to demand a man have sexual loyalty to you of all things.
All things, yeah.
Because you have a history of professionally being banged by multiple men. At any time you can do this. That's not out of you. That's not out of your system. That didn't happen to another woman somewhere. That was you. You did that. So your quote unquote concerns with your boyfriend is null and void. He cut you off like that because how dare you? If you don't get somewhere and shut up and sit down and stay out of his business that he got going on, may or may not have going on with another woman, with all of the eggplants that you have taken over the years and may still be taking, girl, if you don't go ahead on somewhere, and you crazy on top of it, so when he don't answer your phone calls, this is the crash out. Yeah.
Indeed.
You need to be in a padded cell. And somebody give you I don't know what them drugs is called, but somebody give you somebody need to sedate you. You need a sedative.
I think it's called Santos. Oh, and one thing I did want to add on. And it almost slipped my mind. It's gonna come back to me. The audacity to a lot of women that want like I said, monogamy, like her. Oh, my fault. She want to have kids. Now let's come back. Maybe your baby making days are over, unless you're gonna be getting what they call surrogate, which most dudes did. And I'm not sure if he has kids. The man that you were once in a relationship, allegedly, let's say allegedly, right? You're 42, you're 43 going 44 now. I'm not sure how old the man is, but do you think he is in the business want to be or make you a baby mama, much less a wife? I do not think so. Do anybody agree or disagree with me with this? That's in the chat room. Do you think that Jenna Haze wants to start a family and have kids with this man at age 43? You know, I've noticed a lot of women nowadays that's getting old or that don't have kids the first time and that's been on the cock care herself as long as she been, now wants to be a goddamn mother. You better get the hell out of here with this, man. Y'all ladies are tripping, man. Last thing you should be thinking about in the future is you having birthing kids. Have you not seen or heard of the women that did the film after their kids got a certain age, that a lot of kids are teasing your son and daughters, knowing that you were an actual known, like Kate Kendra D said, a known whore on film? They're gonna make fun of you. Hell, do you want me to name the kids that well-known celebrities that had to pull their kids out of school or had to sit there and cry after kids were being bullying their own daughters and sons after they did this, had a history of doing that? Case in point, Mimi Frost. She had to pull her daughter out of school because one of the kids noticed and recognized her and noticed that her mom did soft adult films back in the day. Got to pull her out of school immediately. Another scenario. Kim Kardashian. I think one of her oldest or one of her sons, right? I think he was bullied or teased at school because someone found their mother, Kim K's, X-ray tape with Ray J. And I'm telling you now, she think that all this could be pulled out the internet, erase. You cannot erase something. This is a digital imprint, a permanent digital imprint. what you do, they're always gonna remember you forever. And I think most women nowadays, regardless, like Jenna Haze or of the world, trying to be a mental health advocate, you need to get some serious actual help. Because I know most women nowadays, when they tell me they're a mental health advocate, I know damn sure you ladies not getting no actual therapy by actual therapists. Case point, either a woman or a male therapist that will guide you into better health mentally. You damn sure need it. Like real talk, you need it. You do need it. And a lot of you ladies are very lazy and not doing that work. And I'm telling you now, the consequence of doing this work to heal yourself mentally after taking so much essence, fallacies in you, you're all gonna go more insane within time. Let's continue with this videotape.
And calm down. Because this speaks to the level of chaos of a woman like that. You don't just get rid of that just because you call yourself, you don't do corn no more. You don't get rid of the level of foolishness that even allows you to have that as a profession that you have done. Now you no longer do that on camera. Now all of a sudden he was the one that I was in love with and wanted to have children with. What? What?
Mm-hmm.
You're not working with respect. That man don't respect you. He don't. Because he's not even trying to hear it. He's not even trying to hear all of these quote unquote concerns. He don't want to hear that. Not from you. From another woman, he may consider this. But not you.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all always don't want to make the connection between being a whore and all the rest of what happens to you in your lifetime and how people see you and how people move with you and how people regard you. And you can say it's a double standard, and it is. It is a double standard because when women are whores, especially known as such, the men will come to have sex with you. They may even dibble and dabble with you a little bit beyond the sex, but you are not, they don't have respect. They can't. Men are not even wired like that. They can't respect you. They don't see you the same. They don't see you the same way as other women. And you should not be seen the same way as other women. There's no way a porn star should ever think that she on the same level as, let's say, a righteous woman who would never do that. There's no way that the two are not the same. Not the same women. And so men are not going to move the same way around these women. And the world is not going to move the same way for them women. It's just like men. It's the same thing with men. There are men among men who can't get respect from other men. And the world move with them like that you just not respectable. For whatever reason, the rest of the men don't respect that man. He get treated as he should, very differently than the man who garners a lot of respect. Life just moved differently for that man. Other people regard him differently. They treat him differently, as they should.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why these hoes think that you're supposed to get the same kind of treatment, the same kind of loyalty, the same kind of men, the same kind of life that a woman who's on the opposite spectrum of you would get. In other words, hyenas want lioness treatment, but you don't move like a lioness and you don't do nothing that lionesses do.
Mm-hmm.
So why would you get the same outcome? That would be a disservice to the outcome that lionesses get.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean to tell me you can be any old kind of whore hyena and still come up you can still get the same outcome as I got as a lioness, and I've been preserving myself away from this type of foolishness. Get out of here.
It's worse than that. A lot of women that live a life of, taking other men's essence and riding the cock carousel think that they're in the same alignment of the women that have not chosen the path of whoredom. Is insane. Like literally insane. Insane. It's downright disrespectful now I think about it. It's repulsing if you think about it. But yeah, that's what they do. And that's what they think. And the dudes that give them intercourse, and this applies to a lot of women. A lot of women think they're validated when a man is able to look at them and give them their, phallus. And they initially get the intercourse from them that makes them valuable than other women. And that's not necessarily true. So because they hype themselves up and they already assume and think that they are better than you, because not only I got a vagina, you got a vagina, but the difference is I give it up and I might get more out of that man than you. So in conclusion, most women will think that they're the same playing field as regular women that don't move like them, which is really sick to me, in my opinion. It's really sick. I think most women are not in the same boat of women that are productive in society, doing things that they have to do to either provide or serve their own families, unlike these ladies that normally they don't have no much family. Most likely they go back home to themselves or to their pets. And trust me, Jenna Haze had pets, and like most of these actors, they have pets. So yeah. All right, let's wrap this up video.
Please go take a sedative and sit down and go lay down. Go lay down.
Mm-hmm.
Jump down in the.
All right, that's it. So thank you, Kendra G, for that. I'm scared. But yeah, but it makes my point, and she played the films of her talking about what she's gonna do to herself. I mean, it's weird and sick, but that's what happens with a lot of women that live a life of an adult actress for as long as Jenna has been doing, and and I think the average career for most women are like over a decade. They're there if they're, God forbid, in their 20s, and I mean 20s really. I think I might be right. Oh, let me see. I think I said FA. All right, that should be right. All right. What's the average? Oh, what's good, Gregory? I think the average career is 10. I think it's over a decade. That's what I'm thinking. I think it is average. I could be wrong. All right, it said here the career length of an adult film actress. Most average actors' career is about 1 to 3 years. That's what said 1 to 3 years. But entry ages is 18 to 23. Peak earning window, the first 6 to 18 months. Exit or reduce activity often by year 2 or 3. Only a small minority remain active longer than 5 years. So this thing about 8 or 9 or 10 years, I was wrong. They have a very short span engaging in this life. And most of the reason why their careers end is typically the first sign is burnout, physical, emotional, socially. stigmas affecting families, relationship, and future jobs, diminishing the man as a newless fades. I think they're talking about looks and all stuff. Health concerns, mental health strains, transition to cam work, OnlyFans, escorting, or retirement. That's another thing. Longer careers, what it said here is performers lasted 5 to 10 years, usually by becoming a major brand name, owning production companies, transitioning to directing or entrepreneurship, which most of them don't, moving to subscription-based platforms, playing with himself, obviously. And these are, exceptions without endorsements and content. All right. Early high pays can drop quickly. Fewer performers receive long-term royalties. So you're not even getting royalties for the films you do. I think that was one of the issues that Mia Khalifa had when she walked out. She said she only made like 12 grand. But when you look at overall picture, she averaged a couple $1 million a year. So I'm not sure where she get this number that she only made $12,000. She was a well-recognized young up-and-coming actress of that time, Mia Khalifa. Same with Jenna Haze. They were up and coming around. Well, no, Jenna Haze came around in 2000. Mia Khalifa came out in the 2010s. So you are going to be making more than just $12,000 on those little films. We're not mentioning the tours, their con for you, and all that. You make more money than that. So I'm not sure where these ladies say they're only making that little amount of money. So I don't believe that. And let me look. Yeah. All right. The average female actress on camera film career lasts 1-3 years, with only a small percentage sustaining long-term success. Okay. All right. So that is just the little rundown of the lengthy of their careers. Hope you guys enjoying this. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I'm gonna take a quick break. Give me 1 second.
Money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Benny. Bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Everyone!
Okay, I'm back. Like I said, like, comment, share, and subscribe to this Chaos Reign channel. And support channel, hit the super chat or cash app, support your, Chaos Reign boy. Now, for this segment here, to wrap up a lot of things, because I could really play some videos if there's interviews of her, which maybe there is, if I could find it. But really, truly, it's already proven her outcomes by how she carries herself, the behavior. If you think about it, she up there on a puddle of a bathtub, cutting herself, injuring herself, just to be validated by a man that don't really look at her as anything more than just a release. And that's the life you live. That's the consequence. That's really the consequences. It's not pretty, but we gotta be honest here. Living this life, throwing your body, abusing your body for short-term rewards and make a whole lot of money is good in the short term, but long-term in regards value to other men to see you as something more than just a piece of meat. You divulge that substantially. You actually, set yourself for failure for that. And this is her without the makeup, regular woman, nothing really unique. All right. So now, and let me make sure everything is up to par. 1 second. Okay. Let me make sure everything's good, because now I'm gonna go into the actual consequences of engaging in being an actress in the film industry, the adult entertainment business. And these are the numbers. These are the information that this came across. And they're alarming. Very alarming. The long-term effects of women working as a adult actress, aka porn star, varies widely, depends on individual circumstance, age, entry, duration, and in the industry's personal support system, which most of them have with other ladies, hopefully. Concern levels, post career choice, multiple studies, all this testimonies. The bottom line is this: most common reports long-term effects from 2020 to 2025 data of testimonials, psychological and emotional issues, high rates of PTSD, complex trauma. In the study, Journal of Sex Research, 40 to 60% of former female performers meet criteria for PTSD. Common triggers, boundaries, violations, concerns, degradation, scenes, revenge porn, and public stigmas. And that one with the revenge porn really got me. I never understand why you want to do a revenge, to a woman, right? Like, Lee, why would you want to do that to a woman that already show her body? You're not showing nothing that no one has ever seen. I don't understand the psychology of that. But anyhow, many reports, flashbacks, hyperventilating, disassociation, difficulties with intimacy years, decades later. Hypervigilance. I think that's what they call it. Depression, anxiety, and often themselves, which is called suicidal ideations, elevated compared to general populations by 2019 through 2023 follow-up. Lana Rose, 2024, is still have nightmares. I can't look at myself in the mirror sometimes. Good. Mia Khalifa, 2023. Shames never fully leaves. I wake up hating who I am. Dissociate and identity issues. Many describe a split self, porn personality versus real self. Difficulties reintegrating into normal relationships, jobs, and family life. Okay. Physical and health. Chronic pains and injuries. Repeated rough, backdorium scenes linked to pelvic floor dysfunctions, incontinence, chronic pains from 2020 study of sexual medicine review. Incontinence, I think that's how I pronounce it. Other, sexually transmitted disease, STIs, risk higher in early careers. Some contract lifelong conditions like HPV related issues. And this is related to engage in anal sex. Something that we don't talk about on this channel. But that's another story. Substance and use disorders. Industries often involve drugs, alcohol to cope with shoots. Self-report by 60 to 80% of ex-performers is qualified of the studies. Long-term addictions, recovery common. Jenna Haze, Sasha Grey, other ladies that did the business. I think Jenna Haze now I think she's gay now, but not surprised because she did gay scenes, but that's not story. Social economics, permanent digital footprints. Videos are nearly impossible to fully remove. Privacy, tube sites, deep fakes. Many faces lifelong stigmas. job loss, family rejection, dating difficulties, harassments. Bella Knox. Oh, that's another woman that I remember I did when I covered. She's one that wanted her digital footprint removed, but you can't because you use the money to get by college, baby. You should have took the loan, baby. Sorry. My Google search results are still, yep, it is. It affects every job interview. It should. It should. There's more. Financial instabilities. Most performers earn modest amounts, media from 15 to roughly 50K total of career earnings for short. Let me turn this off. For short timers. Only the top 1% make significant long-term monies. Riley Reid, Viva OnlyFans. And she is another woman that was complaining about she wanted her digital footprint removed. And matter of fact, it says some on here. And I'm glad I'm covering this now because these same 3 ladies that want their digital footprint removed are the ones that still on other sites making money off their body. Can you imagine that? That's her. Yeah, I'm right. Get the fuck out of here. All right, let me keep going. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just mad about that. Many end up in debt, poverty after leaving, no residual health issues. Positive outcomes, minorities. Some transition successfully to entrepreneurship, OnlyFans brands, advocacy, or mainstream media. Example, Sasha Grey, author, actress. Asa Akara, podcaster. Stoya, writer, activist. I'm not sure who this is. I'm going to look her up. Stoya right now. Let's look up Stoya. Stoya, let's look at you, baby. All right. I think I found her name. This is Stoya. Okay. She is okay. It's not giving much of anything. Oh, she came out in 2008. So roughly, she will be, if my math is right, she could be either 37 going 38, or she could be 36 because she started in 2008. Let's go back. Let me see if I can find more of this woman. No, that's not her. Damn it. Let me see. No, I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna find her. Hold on, guys. Where is her? Let me see. This is her. No, that's not her. That's not her. That's not her. Yeah. All right. Who else? Let's keep reading. Summary. Now, this is this whole summary of all this. And guys, make sure you like the stream and share the stream. PTSD, one of the outcomes, PTSD, trauma symptoms, very high as 70%. One of them examples is Lana Rose, Belly Knox, many anonymous testimonies. Permanent online stigmas, extremely high, almost universal for those with 10 plus scenes. Chronic physical pain, high. Pelvic issues, back, neck pain from shoots. Substance abuse, history, very high. Common coping mechanisms. Also, brain drugs, like setups, like, those brain drugs. I forgot what they call them, Xanthol and all that stuff. Very much pharmaceutical drugs for depression and anxiety. Successful renovation, low, moderate. Top earnings of those with strong support. So overall, the majority of women who enter the adult industries for long-term effects are predominantly negative, psychologically traumas, permanent digital exposure, and social economic challenges. for outright short-term financial gain. The small percentage who thrive long-term usually have exceptional brands, business savvy, or exit early. That's it. And there is more detail of more of the PTSD side of things of a performer, but I am not going to waste my time going it. You get the point. Now, saying all this, right? Is Jenna Haze still putting out adult content? It's the biggest question we should ask, right? It's the biggest question. So you know what I done when I was doing this content? I decided to look at her digital footprint. Not the ones that she didn't film. I mean, what she did now, her presence, social media wise. And lo and behold, when I went to her social media, right? From her IG or anything like that, you know, these social media, right? I've noticed, and you know, IG is a little bit more, you know, stricter. She still shows little, you know, bikini pictures here and there, lingerie here and there, all that dumb stuff. She's still showing her body, not in a naked way, because you know this is Instagram, so she had to be more conservative, right? But what you'll find out is, like many of these ladies, they got a link tree, right? So let's click on the link tree, see what it's about. Lo and behold, when you find a link tree, what you'll notice, because you know IG is like a hub to show all their other special links, and she has a TED Talk. Let me check what that one is about. I ain't gonna watch because I don't care about TED Talk personally. Well, it's not showing. Okay. She got my medicine. What medicine is she talking about? That was she talking about. Let me see what the hell this is. Oh, some stupid rock band. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Sorry, guys. Let me switch this. Little quick switch. And I guess no one wants to come up, so I gave everybody opportunity to come up. I know it's gonna be hard to click the link because this is a vertical stream. So if you want to call up, let me know in the chat room. You have to, and I'll put it in the Discord if you want to come up. But lo and behold, the link tree shows a lot of things. She got OnlyFans. Now, I don't know if I told you this about the OnlyFans and the problem with OnlyFans today. It is a hub for you as ladies selling yourself to the world. It is the freest range of prostitution. And you ladies just don't know it. And I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, she has a subscription of over or close to $20. She got pay-per-views 3 times a week, page posts 3 times, monthly live streams, direct access to chat with me, special sales and codes, post 33x scenes with brands, new direction coming, Joe Strap, and much more. So, you know, she's still showing and probably performing on her OnlyFans. Now, is she engaged with a man? Most likely she is. And as you can tell from the early parts of this stream, she's crying and poo-poo and talking about she's going to unalive herself because the man won't give her time of day. But it shows that why should you're still moving prancing like you're a whore? Personally. So not only you did not get the actual real help, psychological help, like go see an actual therapist, sit down, have the conversation, remove and explain your traumas. Because everybody got traumas, sweetie. We all know this, but it's how you deal with and how you really cope with the traumas properly that's going to grow you and make you a better woman for everybody else. And I'm not sure what this thing called Blue Sky. I don't know what the hell this is. Yeah, showing your body, same way. Yeah. I'm looking at all these links. She got even her y'all guys will not know what she sells in the shop. I'll just say this: if you're a man that's lonely and you want to have a piece of Jenna, you could buy it right at her flashlight shop. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we're looking at it now. Yeah. Yeah, selling clothes, obviously, you know, you're gonna sell your clothes. I mean, that's a giver. Let me see. And I'm just going through it, guys. I'm looking at it. And she got this so-called night shift podcast. Oh, it's actually a night shift podcast. And does it she only got 1,000 subscribers. What the hell? When was the last post? 4 months ago? Yeah. Let me click on one of these. Vampire seeking consent. The hell is this? I don't know what this is about. Oh, they're talking about movies, so it's not really anything constructive, unfortunately. All right. All right. Okay, so let's look at any other links she got on here. And I'm only looking at it because I don't want to show y'all this because I'm not gonna promote this crap. The TED Talk, I'm not sure why I cannot click onto that. Only people with willpower, with power, skincare, or scared skin, call it off. Scared skin, waiting, my medicine, fed up, flash lighting, many lives, invisible holy. Oh my, Rana doll. Oh, Queen to the Stone Age. Come out to play. Law and Justice YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah. It says a lot. This says a lot. Oh, it's an album. Damn, she does. I think it's an album. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I'm done with this. Yep. So that's pretty much it, guys. We need to say more about this. And the weirdest thing about all this, right, is that she's not alone. Not alone at all. I think most of these ladies have been in the business for more than 1 or 2 years are already messed up. I say this personally. If you're a woman that is of legal age and you start to turn to sex work, rather have OnlyFans or do actual hardcore or soft adult film, you already, in my opinion, gone mentally, and we can go even go as far as spiritually. Now we could say there's some things that lead up to maybe why you made the decision to put yourself out there, but overall, by doing this, you sign away and waive your right to be a functioning human being in this society amongst men. And you ladies know men are the more harsh critics. Men don't hold no bars. Men will lie to you to get sex. And they'll lie to you more, even knowing that if they find out you are in the business, they will not look or seek you as no long-term mates overall. The dudes that do seek long-term mates for women that are about the street or in the business are already mentally sick themselves. Some are sex deprived. So obviously they're going to go, and if they get in touch with you and they got their money right, most likely that's which most of these dudes are, they're down. I mean, look at most of these chicks that been sucking, dick for as long as they've been doing and riding the cock, right? Keep in mind, I remember Mia Khalifa, they said she was one time engaged and or she was once married. I don't know. The dudes that she attract are the dudes that are already sex deprived and have fantasies of trying to be around women that they've been beaten off on film. And I'm gonna say this to you, gentlemen. You guys gotta cut back on the beating or beating your meat. Yeah, you're gonna have to cut back on that. Real talk. And you should not be doing it in front of videos of women engaged in naughtiness. It's not a good look. Not a good look. But overall, these ladies today are, they're soaking what they have done. What they reap, they soak. These are the consequences of living this type of life. And doing this life, you are guaranteed no long-term relationships. You're sure it's going to be guaranteed a lot of more, sex in your future. Right? You're still doing film under contract or not. You're still going to get your back blown out by other men. And after men get comfortable blowing your back, depending how good the thing is, which 9 times it's not really that good. I don't care how most of them you see on film. Most of the ladies that do those acts on film are always stopping and pausing, so it's not like a straight on run of a film, because they always gotta film it and make sure the performer is, doing it for a certain length of time. They gotta stop and switch positions. So sex is not really enjoyable doing, those scenes. So overall, what's the lesson that should be learned for all women that's going to catch us or women that already know already? Be good to yourself. Clean your heart. Clean your mind. And if you've gone through real traumas in your life, rather from a man or even from women, ladies, the only thing you could do, and I'm begging you do this, you go seek real mental therapy, real mental clinical help. It's better to get a good, clean built health mentally before anything else, because where the mind goes, the body has to follow. So hope you guys got some out of this. I hope you enjoyed this. Be on the lookout for any upcoming videos or maybe streams here on the Chaos Rain Show. Like I said, this is for y'all. This is my view. This is really the untold and regret stories of adult actress fame, the one Jenna Haze. And the one thing, if we said she really regret, if she really has to take back, is if she only would not done no adult films, I think her life would have been go further. And keep in mind, you ladies that have been doing it for a long period of time, one of the consequences of you, and I'm going to end this and say this, I'm ending on this note, is that you're not going to pair bond with no man. I don't care if the man's a good guy. And the older you get, the more you in this business, the more it's most unlikely you're going to stay with that man. It's evident. It's definitely evident that if you're going to be in a relationship, you might as well just tell your man up front that you'll give him some sex because it's going to be on the table. But overall, you're going to be exploring the man. I think you better off being honest with the man that you're dealing with, so the man will know. Now, the man stays, that's good for you. But if he goes, it is what it is. It is what it is. On a note, thank y'all for watching today's stream. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on all my social media links that's in the description below. I put a new link for all my links that you can follow me on. Please follow me on those social media links. And like always, thank y'all for watching. And till next time, and I mean till next time, to the bottom of my heart, let it chaos reign.
Man, all you hoes. You and your mammy and your granny too.
They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
The chaos.
let that chaos reign with,
Must reign.